Hello, my lovely humans. It is Kylie here from Be Sunshine, Kylie and Stacy, and I am here to share one of our books on Teacher Pay Teacher and one of our products. This product is for the end of the school year, which is crazy that we're even thinking about that because June seems so far away in September, but now it's almost here, which is awesome. We've made it. We've done it. We've done it all. We've done all the things. So it's nice to kind of see the end and see the sunshine and get ready for summer vacation, a little bit of a reset. So that's nice. Today, the book I want to share with you is a letter from your teacher on the last day of school. So we also have our product on Teacher Pay Teacher of a letter from your teacher on the first day of school. So we like to use this at the beginning of the year and the end of the year. They're also bundled, so if you just want to do the bundle and then you'll have both, it's nice to always have that easy access to another product right offhand and don't have to go searching for it. So again, a letter from your teacher on the last day of school. And this is written by Shannon Olson. So this product starts out with a template for you to use for memories of your year with your class. So it's got all the photo templates on there. You just have to drag and drop your pictures. And this just is a fun way to look back with your class and kind of discuss those memories that you've had. So maybe fun science experiments that you've done, field trips you've been on, just normal classroom day things that maybe gave you a little bit of a giggle or just projects that you were working on. It's just nice to sit and reminisce and have conversations about the fun things that you've done. Been together for 180 days. So you've done a lot, right? You've been with each other for a long time, and now it's time to look back at all the fun things that you got to do. Day by day seems like a lot, but when you look back, you've done a lot of things. And you've made a lot of memories. So it's nice to see that with those kiddos that you've spent so long with. There's then writing prompts, and they get to write about a memory that they've had in the classroom. So what made them giggle, what was just a heartfelt memory, maybe something specific that they remember that just didn't really stand out to somebody else, but for them, it was one of those heartfelt memories or a good laughable memory. So that's nice for them to reflect on. There's then a little message from Kid President. So in both of our products, there is a message from Kid President, and he's just so fun and relatable. He makes me giggle, and he has such great messages to send to the world. So on both of those products, there's a message from him and then a little stop and think activity. So in this product, there is a superlatives activity. So one of the superlatives activities, the way that you can do it is, let me rewind. The first thing that is said in this is just what is a superlative, and it's the most expected to do something, become something. So in this activity, that's what that word means. There are two ways that you can do it. So the first option was for you to put these posters around your classroom with a cup of some sort in like a pack of sticky notes at each poster. Students would then go over to the poster, vote for whomever they think best fits that superlative, put it in the cup, and then you get to tally up the votes and give that student that title. The other way that you can do it is have students number a sheet for however many superlatives you're going to use, and then have them vote as you go through the slides. So you can print them out to be posters, or you can just use them as the slides themselves. Either way is totally fine. Just make sure that you have as many posters as you do students, not because necessarily everybody is going to vote for the same person or everybody's going to get a superlative title at the end, but it allows for the fact that every student would be at a different poster and you don't have kids all clumped up at one poster. It eliminates the conversations. And I like for kids to have their own ideas. So when they're at a poster and they might start to write something and a kid says something else, it might change their answer. And I just like their genuine answer. I want them to have their own ideas and their own thoughts and put that on paper and be confident with what they're saying. So that's a good way to do that. So note to self, one for every student, makes it a little bit easier on you. There are then multiple superlatives, so you can use all of them. There's lots. There's probably about, let me see here. There's about 20. No, it's probably 20, 30 superlatives here that you can either choose from or use all of them. 30 might be a lot, but if you have a bigger class size, there's definitely enough for you. If you have a smaller class size, there is also enough for you. So you get to pick and choose which ones maybe best fit those kiddos that you can kind of see where it would get a giggle, or they're like, oh, I know a student would definitely get that title. You can print those as well. So there's everything on there. There's sports, hobbies, things that they could win, designing a video game, running off with a circus. Like, there's just so many superlatives on here that would fit lots of kids. So there's just a wide variety, which is nice because every kid is so different. Once you get through the superlatives and you give each kid their title, or whomever won it their title, they get to generate a poster. So if you have kids that have not won a superlative or have not gotten a title of something because there just wasn't enough votes, you can have them join another student and help them make their poster of what their title is, and just kind of showing them doing that title. There's also a reflection paper of what their title is and how they feel about it, right? So they're gonna pretend like they are in the future and they are doing the thing that they've been given the title, and how do they feel about it, right? What's their salary, maybe, if they're doing something that earns them money. Last thing on this book is they get to create a rock photo holder. So just going back to the memory piece of this, allowing them to have a photo of maybe your class or them doing something in your classroom, and then putting it in this rock photo holder is super cute. But there's specific steps on how to use this rock photo holder and how to do it. But you need to gather a rock, and then using some wire, you get to make the part that holds the photo. So they get to decorate the rock and then hold the photo with the wire. And they get to hold on to their memory forever. I am a teacher that loves to take photos of my students as they're doing things. So at the end of the year, I always print out some and I make a bulletin board with my memories on it. And then once I take my bulletin board down, I give those kiddos the pictures of them. And they always like to have that. And just what a great piece to look back on all the things that you've done with these students and the impact you've made on their lives, because you have made an impact. I am sure of it. Sending you all the love at the end of the school year.